Okay, so I'm just gonna come on and say it. The 2023 base Tesla Model 3 is an unbelievably good deal right now. It's to me the most value-packed EV in the market today, and I really think there's truly no better time than now to buy one. Except for one major reason. So Tesla is finally making a pretty comprehensive update to the Model 3 that's imminent, and I'm not gonna lie, early leaks of Project Highland indicate some rather exciting features coming to this very popular vehicle. Now you might think, what's there to even discuss? If the new Model 3 is right around the corner, why would I not go for that one and go with one that will very quickly look and feel like an old model? And truth be told, Tesla's anticipating that you're likely feeling that way, and in response, man, they have now made this car extremely difficult to ignore, to the point where you might be okay going with this model despite the FOMO of passing on Project Highland. So today I want to talk about what is going on with the 2023 Tesla Model 3 and why I think this car is mind-blowingly good value right now, especially as someone who's owned this car for around 5 months. But before we jump into it, it's important to note that Tesla very recently relaunched the referral program, so if you're planning on ordering a Tesla and you'd like some free Tesla credits, go ahead and use my referral code that's in the description. By doing so, both you and I will get Tesla credits that could be used for free supercharging miles or other stuff on the Tesla store. It's a win-win if you're planning on ordering. The referral link is in the description below. Okay, so the main reason why the 2023 base Model 3 really can't be ignored at this point is that Tesla has reduced the price on this car yet again, to the point where it's significantly cheaper than most cars out there, non-EVs included. According to Car and Driver, the average new car price is just over $48,000. Right now, a brand new base Tesla Model 3 costs only $40,240, and that's before it takes into consideration the growing list of incentives that are out there right now. First and foremost, one of the fastest ways to get a Model 3 even cheaper is by buying one that's in their current inventory. All you have to do is go onto Tesla's website and click on this link that says View Inventory. You type in your zip code and search radius, and it'll show you which Model 3s are available for you to pick up basically right now. And if you take a look, all of these available Model 3s are discounted despite being new, so you can get a new base Model 3 for a reduced price of $37,830. I mean, it's pretty clear at this point that Tesla is trying to liquidate the remaining inventory of the Model 3, as the refresh is likely going to be released very soon, and giving buyers an immediate $2,500 discount is a very good way to move some product. But it doesn't stop there. Back in April of this year, following the implementation of the additional provisions around the EV tax credit, the 2023 base Model 3 only qualified for half of the EV tax credit, mainly because of where it sourced its battery. Still a great deal that made the Model 3 even cheaper, but earlier this month, the company shocked consumers by announcing that all variants of the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y are now eligible for the full $7,500 tax credit. So should you qualify for that and you take delivery of a base Model 3 that's in inventory, you are basically getting the car for $30,000. That's an unbelievably good price for this car. Just in November of 2022, the base model started at $46,990, so we're looking at nearly a $17,000 discount from just 6 months ago, which is pretty crazy. And that's not even the end for some folks. Yes, there are more ways to get even more savings on this car, depending on where you live, as many states are offering a lot of local incentives right now. All of these states have some pretty great rebate offerings if you buy or lease an EV, but dude, we gotta talk about California specifically because the Clean Vehicle Rebate Project provides another $7,500 discount on the Tesla Model 3, bringing the price down to an absolutely insane $22,560. And if you happen to be a resident in any of these counties, you qualify for yet another rebate of an additional $3,000, giving you the opportunity to buy a brand new 2023 Tesla Model 3 for, wait for it, $19,560. Dude, that is cheaper than a base Kia Forte right now, a Kia Forte. Now I get it, being in one of those counties in California and being able to get a 2023 Model 3 at that super low price is limited to a relatively small population, but getting this vehicle for around $30K after the way more accessible EV tax credit, that's honestly pretty amazing. There is so much that comes with this car despite it being the base model, and as someone who's been driving it for almost 6 months, I can tell you right now, it's probably the most value-packed Tesla that you could buy. Unlike other car companies, Tesla doesn't differentiate much at all between the trims, and that sentiment really couldn't be better illustrated by how feature-rich the base Model 3 is in comparison to its more expensive counterparts. The physical design is virtually identical to the long-range and performance model. You get the same matrix LED headlights, the sprawling panoramic glass roof, the button-activated flush door handles, and black chrome deleted finish. The only difference would be that the performance model comes with the stock Uber turbine wheels and the carbon fiber spoiler. You don't get those on the base model, but you can upgrade upgrade to the 19-inch sport wheels, which I personally like better than the Uber turbines, and you could always buy a spoiler on either Tesla's website and have it installed, or you could get a third-party one that honestly is way cheaper. And when it comes to the interior design, there's literally no difference at all between the trims. They're exactly the same. You get the same signature vegan leather seats that Tesla is known for, which are all heated by the way, which is great for a base trim. You also get a heated steering wheel on the 2023 model, which is fantastic. You still get the dual wireless charging bays underneath the display, access to 4 USB Type-C ports, and of course the same massive center screen that controls 98% of the car's functions. And baked within the screen, again, you get virtually all the same Tesla features that Tesla is known for. So you get access to all the fun entertainment stuff like YouTube, Netflix, Disney+, TikTok, all the games which are regularly being updated. You get Sentry mode on the base model, which is by far the most sophisticated security system for any car. You get the amazing navigation system that will map you out to your wanted destination while also very accurately baking in any stops needed at superchargers based on your car's charge level. And yes, the base Tesla Model 3 does come equipped with standard autopilot, which will basically drive the car for you while driving on the expressway. So the only differences between the base Model 3 and its more expensive counterparts are stuff that you can't really see with your eyes. Number one, this car only has a single electric motor on the rear, whereas the long range and performance model have dual motors, making them all-wheel drive. This also makes those two variants faster from a 0 to 60 standpoint, which could be important if you're looking for maximum performance. Now, in my experience, I've been totally fine with this car being rear-wheel drive. I mean, I live in the Chicago suburbs and the winters here could be pretty brutal, but I've had no issues with the Model 3 in inclement weather so far. And I've talked about this before. To even suggest that this car is slow is almost slander. It's still incredibly fast, and in my opinion, it gives you access to the component of the speed that makes driving EVs fun, and that's the instant torque. Sure, it may not get you to 60 miles per hour as fast as the performance, but it'll still give you that breathtaking acceleration that puts you in the back of your seat. And honestly, that's what most people are looking for. Now, the other notable difference between the base Model 3 and the more expensive variants is the range, and depending on your circumstances, this one could be significant. The 2023 base Tesla Model 3 has an estimated range of 272 miles on a full charge, slightly less if you go with the upgraded wheels like I did, and it is noticeably less than the performance and long range. But what I can tell you after living with this car for months now, the range on the base Model 3 is going to be more than adequate if you have access to a home charger. I have never once experienced anything close to range anxiety yet, as my driving habits require nothing more than max 80-90 miles a day, a range that this car can get in virtually any circumstance. And what's great is that with the NEMA 1450 charger I have in my garage, I can plug in and comfortably get to a healthy range overnight again and again without worries, so it's pretty fantastic. And to be honest, given what I know now, I kind of think I would have regretted paying $7,000 more for the long-range Model 3. This may be different if I depended solely on public chargers. I'd like to benefit from more mileage in between fill-ups, but for the here and now, I've had zero issues driving the Tesla with the lowest range. But despite these things that honestly makes the 2023 Tesla Model 3 an absolute steal right now, you might still be saying to yourself, dude, Jason, I just can't do it. I gotta wait it out and see what Tesla's gonna bring to the table with these updates. Especially because the early leaks of Project Highland are enticing to say the least. This is apparently what the front end of the updated Tesla Model 3 is gonna look like, and no lie, I think it looks sick. I love the sleeker look that is clearly inspired by the Roadster. It gives the car a more stealthy and sporty look. Plus, the interior of the Model 3 is rumored to be updated as well, with potentially a new steering wheel and possible dashboard-like display. And the latest rumor to make its way to the surface has been the new ventilated seats, which would allow for cooling and potentially an updated sound system as well. So there's a lot here to be excited about, which makes it all the more understandable to wait out for this drop to happen. I would say the only question mark here is how much the new Model 3 is going to cost. I doubt that it will be as affordable as the prices on the current lineup, especially if all these upgrades I just talked about turn out to be true. But even if it is more expensive, it could be worth waiting out for. But if you've been eyeing the current version of the Model 3 for a long time now, just waiting for that perfect time to buy one, this really might be it, especially if you're in California. It's just such an amazing deal right now. I personally have no regrets jumping on my 2023 base Model 3, even with the new update coming seemingly very soon. It's been a blast to drive and operate, and I really do think it's one of the best value cars that you can get in the market today. But hey, that's just me, and I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the Tesla Model 3? Do you think it's a good idea to take advantage of this killer deal today? Or do you think it's smart to wait it out? Curious to get your thoughts. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. And if you're looking for a more detailed review of the 2023 Tesla Model 3 and Model Y, check out these videos here. They're going to help you be as informed as possible.